One more thing. This is not a dream.
That's what a dream would say. Alright, we're back in Bewley. It's, I think, the second day, maybe the third. Our assistant, Kenneth, did not appear. Our stash and our cash, hopefully, is locked up in a warehouse. The person who brought us here to find this Hobbs Barrow is nowhere to be found as well. I think he's dead. And everyone is like playing, you know, very naive, and I don't know what Hobbs Barrow is. I don't know that person, I don't know that person. So it's a mystery wrapped in a riddle. So, because I'm kind of stuck on opening the warehouse, I will do something that you usually do in point and clicks. I will explore a little more. And I had a few technical issues at the beginning of this, but honestly, I wrote in the discussion thread for the game, and I got a reply by a very helpful gamer. I think American Dung Beetle was their name. And by the developer within 5 minutes with help. Amazing, absolutely amazing. So now we're back, we're strong, we're happy.
In memory
There you
of...
go.
Hello. Good day. Father Roach asked me not to discuss that with Mrs. Duplancy.
What I want to know... Okay.
Thank you for your... Lord be with you.
Yeah, whatever. Give me a cake. Give me... Also, I hope the recording works. Oh man. So much drama today. For me. For you, it's you know. Alright.
Good day, little one. What's your name?
Wally took Myrtle.
Pardon?
He took her and ran off. I hate him.
Is Myrtle one of your dolls?
Yes, my favourite. Mummy made her for me. She's so beautiful. Wally is the worst brother in the whole world.
I'm sorry to hear that. What is your name, little one?
Jane.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Jane. My name is Thomasina.
Wasn't Wally the incredibly unhelpful kid outside of the village? I think he was.
This is a lovely little beck.
It's where we get our water, miss. It's good for drinking and cleaning.
Your dolls look lovely, Jane.
Thank you, miss. I love them very much.
Aww.
Today was their birthday.
Why did your brother take Myrtle away?
He's just jealous because Daddy is letting me come with him to the market tomorrow. Wally thinks I'm Daddy's favourite, so he took Myrtle from me.
Wally.
What if he rips her to tatters? What if he feeds her to Mr. Bryden's goat?
Don't worry, Jane. I'm sure he wouldn't do such a thing. Where did your brother go?
I don't know. Home, maybe. But I have to wait here for Myrtle's friends to dry out.
Do you know an old man called Leonard Shoulder?
No, miss.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
I have, yes.
You have?
We aren't supposed to talk about it.
Why not?
Would you like to go there?
Yes!
Yes, I would very much like to.
I'll tell you where it is if you find Myrtle for me.
Do that.
You will?
Yes! But don't tell anyone about it or I'll be told off.
I promise.
Please find Myrtle first. I miss her.
I will.
I think we know where Wally is. I think he is outside of the village.
Where do you live?
Our home is on the other side of the village, miss. Maybe Wally went back there.
Yeah, he is.
Or maybe he's left her out on the moors. Poor Myrtle.
Aw.
I'm going to kick him so hard.
I love her. She's cute.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Oh, what's that? Shrub?
The delicate flowers smell rather sweet.
You want to take it?
Sweet little flowers.
Okay.
They aren't mine to take.
No, we don't. I don't want to take them.
Damp rag dolls have been laid out to dry in the dreary sun.
Jesus. There's ways to say that in a different tone.
Hey! Stay away from that!
What?
It's bad luck to touch the Ammon's horn.
Oh.
I'm serious.
fine. Remarkable. A gargantuan fossilised ammonite. This would look fantastic on my mantelpiece.
That's interesting.
The water is icy cold. I do enjoy the charm of a babbling beck.
Okay, so let's go back and look for Wally. Oh, all right. I love the writing of the kids. They're really just adorable. There you are, you little shit.
Good day. Jane tells me you've taken Myrtle away.
And what if I did?
That's a bit mean, don't you think?
She kicked me! Look at this bruise on my leg!
That does look quite bad. Why did she kick you?
Because she's a little goblin. You don't know what she can be like.
Ooh.
Besides, Myrtle is gone now. I've given her to the fair folk.
No!
That'll teach her.
Who are the fair folk?
The little people of the moors. I gave Myrtle to them.
Little people? You don't mean fairies, do you?
We call them fair folk round here.
Wally, there is no such thing as fairies.
It's true, and I gave him a doll.
I want that. I want that. I want a fairy horror story. Oh my god.
Goodbye.
Wait, or can I ask him some
Good
more?
day.
Will he tell me more?
Where can I find
Ah,
these
there
fair
we go.
folk?
Follow the tinkle of their tiny bells. I hear them when the wind dies. They dance around their little house.
But where is this little house?
Just listen for the bells, you'll find
Huh.
it. Don't think about bringing that doll back. That'll just bring bad luck for all of us.
Goodbye. The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
So, yeah, she'll never go there. Okay. Wow, interesting. Now the fairies have entered the chat. I like it. I like it very much. Okay. I think I could wander here a little bit. There was something while I was trying to... Yes. What is this?
I'd better not touch them. They could be poisonous.
So, in German...
It looks like something has been buried in the middle.
Oh, maybe it's the... So in German this is called a witch's ring. We actually call that if mushrooms grow around in a circle. And it's this weird thing, you know, mysterious mushrooms that they just do.
I'm not sure if these are poisonous or edible. It looks like something has been buried in the middle.
Well...
I'd better not touch them. They could be poisonous. It looks like something has been buried in
Well,
the
they
middle.
do something about it. Oh, we have a trowel. Cool. Oh, flashback.
Thomasina, please stop leaving your toys lying about the place. What happened the last time you left your dolly under the tree?
A fox ate it,
Oh my
madame.
god.
Yes, it did. Fetch it now, won't you? Then I'll fix your supper.
Yes, madame.
Yeah, I think that's where we find the doll. Mushroom.
Hello, fairies. It's the gateway to the fairy kingdom.
Huh. Interesting that it's for the fairy circle for in this, and it was a witch's circle in Germany. There she is, Josephine.
There you are, Josephine.
Aw.
I won't let the foxes eat you.
They're so precious, the kids in this. Oh my god, my heart.
Who's that you have there, little bird?
Josephine, she introduced me to the fairies.
Oh, fairies, you say?
Yes, Daddy.
Do you believe in fairies?
Of course. Do you see those mushrooms over there?
Yes.
That's the gateway to their kingdom. That's where Josephine and I go to talk to the fairies.
Now, listen to me, Thomasina.
Yes?
You're old enough now to hear this. There's no such thing as fairies or talking dolls, my little bird.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, my dear child. I do not wish to upset you. I just want to make sure that you understand the difference between fantasy and reality. Josephine is just a doll, and fairies do not exist.
But, Daddy...
Science is the great antidote to the poison of enthusiasm and superstition. Please always remember that. If you hear anything about fairies or the like again, know that it's hogwash. What is it?
What a dick. That's not how you do it.
Hogwash.
Oh,
Did Wally bury the doll, I wonder?
he did. He told us. Although, no, he didn't. But he probably did. Because he said you won't find it. Ugh. Also, what's the needle?
This must be Jane's ragdoll.
Look at the needle.
You're coming with me, little fellow. I shall name you Kenneth.
Oh my god, we're taking a worm? That's amazing.
Look at it writhing away.
A quiet worm. Fantastic.
I've already taken
Okay,
one.
we only need one. Well, I don't know how many worms you need, lady. I thought you need none, you know. So when you need at least one, it's up for grabs.
Perhaps these wriggling worms are the fair folk young Wally was so fearful of.
I don't think so. Also, don't be condescending. So here's my opinion.
How strange. There is a hairpin pierced through the
Yeah.
arm. This may come in handy. I'll keep it.
I can use that to open the warehouse.
At least I shall not return from Bewley empty-handed.
Because in real life, it's probably super hard to open a door with something like a hairpin. But in video games and movies, it's super easy suddenly, you know. Also, so here's the thing. I'm a woman of science, you know. But I would say let kids have their fairy tales and fantasies for as long as possible. Because it is, I think, an integral part of childhood to develop, you know, your own creativity and to deal with the world. Because fantasy stories, especially, they're there to teach lessons and to kind of also have like an escape, because growing up is super difficult for kids. So I think what he did was very shitty, because I think there's a way to teach kids that, you know, fairy tales are fairy tales and science is science without destroying the whole worldview with one little horrible remark.
It's Jane's creepy ragdoll.
It looks creepy. That's a great design, by the way, because it's actually, that's like, usually when people say, oh, that's a creepy doll, I'm like, well, it's not really creepy, you know, it's just a doll. But this one really looked disgusting.
A sharp hairpin. Could be useful.
So first we'll, I don't know, well, let's first go to the warehouse. Let's go to the warehouse first. Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is so, I feel so accomplished. This is so nice. So far, I haven't been stuck anywhere. I don't know whether I can continue this, you know. But it feels really nice to not like, because that's one of the things
The door is still locked.
that I always think are can be incredibly frustrating with point and clicks, when the puzzles are so obtuse, you know, that it's like, that you're getting stuck for hours on end.
Kenneth taught me this useful trick. A hairpin is much more than a hair accessory. A few wiggles and this lock should spring right open.
I mean, I couldn't do that. But there we are.
I've snapped the hairpin in the process, but I managed to unlock the door.
She even unlocked lock picker. Alright.
Let's open this envelope.
Yes.
There's a note inside.
Miss Bateman, I beg for your forgiveness. A matter of grave urgency has arisen in London, and I cannot join you in Bewley. I've packed your usual equipment and pray you will find local assistance in my absence. I look forward to seeing you upon your return. Yours faithfully, Kenneth Murdoch. Kenneth, did you add cash? Because I'm really strapped for it.
How very frustrating.
Yes.
I wonder what happened.
Poor Kenneth.
I'd better get this to the alley before Mr. Long comes back. Moving a fully laden crate through the village square was no easy task. Somehow, no one was there to witness it.
Okay.
But I didn't give up, because I never give up, do I, Mother? I am as stubborn as my father, as you liked to remind me. Wait. Where is my
Oh.
money? It's not in here.
Kenneth.
Kenneth, you absolute liability of a man.
Good
It
lord.
looks like everything else is in here. Picks, specimen trays, shovels. Oh, my chisel, I'll take that. Ah, my lantern. It feels light. There mustn't be any oil inside.
Kenneth.
I'll leave the rest in the crate. Stanley assured me things would be safe here. No money and no assistant. This is most inconvenient. Still, I've been in worse situations. I've got a tab at the inn for now. I'll worry about money later. I must find that barrow and get on with the excavation. I need paraffin to fuel my lantern. I've had this for years. It's looking like it could break at any moment, really.
So it will break. Alright, so let's go to the little girl and give her the doll and then see if we can go to Hobbs Barrow. I mean, we're more than 2 hours in, you know. It's time to meet the fabled Hobbs Barrow. I wonder whether the music will change as we go along, because currently it's so peaceful. I just really, with the birds, and it's just so... Okay. There's the creepy doll.
I present to you Myrtle.
Myrtle!
Aww.
I missed you so much.
Now, I believe we had a deal.
Hide and seek.
No. Just show me. Oh god.
Come back! It's in moments like these I thank myself for not having children.
Oh my god, yes, I think I had the same thought just now. I don't hate children, you know, and I would never be mean to them. But
Hey!
yeah, I don't want to have them. But that's alright. She waits for us. That's kind of nice. Oh. Okay, she... Oh my god.
Jane? Jane, get out of there. Don't make me come in.
I don't think you would fit.
Fine.
Oh my god, you fit? I would not.
Curses. The hole is too small for me to fit through.
Interesting.
Jane must be hiding in there, the little scamp.
I shall see you later this evening. Jess.
Oh.
Well, I say. Greetings, my dear.
Hello, sir.
A pause on your beauty, for I shall see you again soon.
Wait. Some nerve.
Lady, you're blushing.
I most certainly am not.
Sorry, lass. No way through here today.
Says who?
Lord Panswick. Now get back before you find yourself under a falling tree.
Maybe I want to be under a fallen tree. Because I am a feminist.
My name is Thomasina Bateman.
Oh, aye? You're not from round here, Thomasina Bateman.
No, just visiting. What is your name, sir?
Horace.
Are you in charge here?
I am indeed.
Tell me, who was that arrogant man here just now?
Just someone passing by.
It sounded like you knew him better than that.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's none of your business.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like I'm doing? We're chopping down trees.
There is no need to be sarcastic.
We're employed by Lord Panswick. He's ordered us to gather logs from his woods. That's what we're doing.
These are his woods.
Aye, his lordship owns most of the land round Bewley.
Who is Lord Panswick?
Our governor.
He's the governor of the whole town.
All right, Owen, back to work now.
He lives in Bewley.
Aye, not far away, but his lordship doesn't like questions. or visitors. Now please leave us to our work.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No, I don't. Can you let me get back to my work?
No, I still have a few questions left.
Why are you gathering logs for Lord Panswick?
By heck, you ask a lot of questions. If you must know, his lordship is repairing an old ruin on his land. We need the timber for the restoration work.
How intriguing.
I thought for a big old fire.
What type of ruin is Lord Panswick restoring?
An old chapel.
I should rather like to see it.
Yeah.
Not possible. His lordship does not welcome visitors to his estate.
But he thought I was cute, so maybe.
Do you know where I can find a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Never heard of it.
Thanks for your
Don't
time.
believe you.
We'll be done by tomorrow morning. Come back then if you want to explore
Oh,
the woods.
nice. Oh, that is an interesting idea. Oh, he doesn't have it. He won't have it. Okay.
Curses. The hole is too small for me to fit through.
Oh, I have a trowel. That's super dangerous, though. I was
always happiest with a trowel in my hand.
That's super dangerous because it could collapse the hole. I would not do that, actually. But Thomasina, she's reckless. She's Lara Croft, you know. She doesn't care how many people die as long as she gets what she wants.
Uncovering hidden worlds within the earth itself, clod by clod. That should do it.
That'll do. I like a little bum when we see her.
Jane! Jane? Jane? Jane?
Okay.
Jane, come out this instant.
It's too dark?
I can't see a damned thing in here. I need a light source.
So where would we get paraffin? Oh my god, that giggle is adorable. But, you know, Budget Games always has amazing voice work, so that's not a surprise. Where could I get paraffin? So I was there. Where could I get paraffin? I could ask the... Stanley from the inn. Right? Let's see. Ah, there.
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
A most charming man, Miss Bateman. He looks after us here, a good fellow.
Where does he live?
Panswick Manor, on the moors. No visitors allowed. His lordship likes his privacy.
Can I please have a new candle for my room?
I'll go upstairs and replace it this evening.
Can I have one now?
It's not dark yet, Miss Bateman.
Never mind. Goodbye.
See you soon.
I'm not hungry at the moment.
Oh, interesting. There's a menu. Anything where I can steal paraffin? No. No. Maybe in my room? Oh, no.
The candle has melted. It's not much use anymore.
Maybe I can ask the, Tinker. No, it's not the Tinker. The man with the anvil. Or maybe you have? Do you have paraffin?
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
Naught to say, except don't be sniffing around his lordship's manor. You'll end up with a round of shot in you.
Okay.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Just mind your own business around here.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
It's weird. He seems threatening, but also in a really nice way.
The door has been boarded up. The building looks like a ruin. I don't think anyone is home.
No. Maybe I can find and loot the church. Maybe find something there. I don't know. No.
No one here.
Okay.
Good day.
Yes?
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I don't have much to spare, lass. Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth in these parts. How much coin do you have?
None, I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
Huh.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
His lordship commands much respect around here, lass. Keeps me busy with work. Why do you ask?
Just curious. Are you sure you don't know where Hobbs Barrow is?
Sorry, lass.
What can I
Surprise?
Okay, end conversation.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Can I give you a worm? That's probably not it. A single glove? A room key?
I don't think Mr. Crozier would be interested in trading his paraffin for this.
It was worth a try. Okay, maybe the glove. No. The chisel? No. Probably the Bakewell cakes, right? But I don't have any money. I want a cake. God damn it.
Hello.
Good day.
What do you know about Lord Panswick?
Wretched man.
Oh.
They say he is restoring a chapel near his manor. But for whom and to what god, I ask?
Is he a man of faith?
I've barely seen him set foot in St. Edmunds. It doesn't stop him from acting as our God-given ruler. Stay away from him, pet.
Interesting.
Don't get yourself tangled up in local affairs.
Interesting.
I certainly don't intend to.
So maybe the church has nothing to do with the whole thing, and the priest was ill because Lord Panswick sent something on him.
Why did you call Lord Panswick wretched?
He hides in that manner of his and cares not for his people. I've heard stories whispered in the pews, you know,
What kind of stories?
that he shoots people on sight. Anyone that strays onto Panswick Manor.
Good grief.
Yet he will walk into the plough and furrow and buy ale for all and be hailed as our protector. I answer to God and God alone. Forgive me, pet. I shouldn't get so worked up.
Not at all. I appreciate your honesty, Mrs. de Plancy. Are you sure you don't know where Hobbs Barrow is?
Hobbs, what?
Never mind. Thank you for your
I
time.
have an idea.
Lord be with you.
Yeah. We have the worm. There were chickens. Chickens are good for trade, right? We can steal one of the chickens. Because, honestly, I mean, the owner is quite certainly dead. You know, not that I... This music, I love it so much. It reminds me of Outer Wilds, I think. There was one planet that had this music. No, it might even have been the music when the whole thing ends.
The Devil's Toe, a local landmark.
Like, it really sounds desolate but gorgeous. Okay. Take a hen.
You're a sweet little thing, aren't you?
I can just take it?
He looks much too unruly to be picked up.
I can pick up her...
You're a sweet
Aw.
little thing, aren't you?
It's adorable.
That would be rather cruel to the poor worm.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Well, hello there. That's kind of interesting. So we won't... Can we steal the garment?
Slightly damp.
The trousers?
The trousers feel damp. Freshly hung or still wet from last night's rain. Mr. Shoulder must have dropped the matching... What was he doing?
We already...
Rather rude of him not to come inside and see me.
Yeah.
I've no desire to lug a block of wood about the countryside.
So we cannot take the hen. We just pick it up once.
You're a sweet little thing, aren't you?
But this is adorable. Still. Even though it doesn't help me. Can I take the carved
A
stone?
carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon. It's bolted onto the door itself. I can't remove it.
Can I?
That is not
Okay.
coming off.
But maybe I can use the chisel with the thingy at the back. Oh, that's good. The girl is gone. So the fossil. Yes. Holy shit. Stealing stuff.
Splendid.
Ha.
I've managed to extract it in one piece.
Okay, let's go and trade it in for some lantern oil. Oh, this is so cool. I wonder whether we'll ever get a cake. I want this to happen. I want a cake.
An exceptional ammonite fossil. Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that.
'Tis.
It looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
Let me fetch some paraffin from inside.
Man, he will get into trouble because I stole this and now he hangs it probably on his door.
There you are.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
And I would just leave to London, you know, and kind of leave him with the mess. It's horrible. I'm not a good person. Alright, do I have to use it with the... There we go.
My lantern is fueled and ready for action.
Oh, let's go! Let's get up. Maybe it's already the... Maybe that... No, wait. The wrong direction. Oh yeah, here. Maybe the hole where the girl is already Hobbs Barrow. Or part of it. It's kind of getting creepy, right? It is creepy. It really is.
Right. Let's put this lantern to good use.
Yes, 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 yes. It is amazing that still nothing outright horrific has happened. I wonder when it will start, because I know
Jane, come out at once.
I know the game is around 6 hours long. We're 2.5 hours into it. I don't know if I'm super slow or not, but I wonder, yeah, when the breaking point will be. Ew. Oh. But where did the...
Goodness me.
Where's the girl?
Jane!
Silly, what are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
You were in there.
No, I weren't.
Yes, you were.
Not true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
Holy shit.
So where can I find Hobbs Barrow?
Go north from the church graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Bryden's farm. Hobbs Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told you. And thanks for getting Myrtle back.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jane. You've been a great help.
Oh my god. Will it be fairy folk? Because that was very fairy folk-like. What is it called? Not shapeshifter. Like when they... Like sometimes they were known to steal babies, but not just steal them, but rather replace them. Changelings, exactly. Changelings. That looked like the actual baby, but were from the fairy folk. And there was this thing that people with different eye colors, you know, like David Bowie. No, David Bowie doesn't have it. I think he has just a pupil that's larger than the other one. But there's people that have like a green eye and a blue eye. And it was always supposed to be that they were like either blessed by the fairies or that they were changelings. Oh, hello. You again. What am I doing? Exit. Be a little bottom. I love the little bottom. It's not even little, it's like a...
As I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far. The enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance. The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow. The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear.
Ooh.
In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
Ooh.
I've no desire to wander the furrows.
Okay.
What do you want?
My name is Thomasina Bateman. Mr. Bryden, I presume.
Aye? What do you want, lass?
I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well, yes. Why do you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm writing a volume on the barrows of England.
Oh, I suppose you'll be wanting to dig about
Yes.
it.
If at all possible, Mr. Bryden. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? Ha! I haven't seen him in years. The last I heard he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
Was there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye. Me brother dug it up. Must have been, 25 years ago. You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Oh.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden. That's terrible.
Yes.
Aye. Time passes, but it were an awful thing.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Bryden.
I live here with my wife, and I might be long in tooth, but I can still run this farm without too much help.
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the barrow?
I don't know, but something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak. You couldn't make out a word, like.
That must have been hard.
He lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened, lass. I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he blocked the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The land has reclaimed it.
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards. I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see.
I see. That's not how you say that.
What can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair to side. We're a fortunate family. The soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers round here raise livestock. Even Lord Panswick. We grow feed for him.
Most fortunate, Mr. Bryden. Is your wife home?
She's out in fields, lass. Pulling weeds. The curse of such fertile soil. 40 years we've been married. I couldn't do it without her, you see.
How splendid.
Aye. My wife is a fine woman. Are you married, lass?
No. I've had my fair share of proposals, Mr. Bryden, but that's not the life for me.
Marriage is an important institution. You'll find a man one day.
I manage rather well without one, Mr. Bryden. You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time?
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit Hobbs Barrow?
Not to my knowledge. I heard he's beset by ailments. Don't leave his home often.
How odd. I assumed he'd spoken to you about my visit.
Not at all.
Maybe he didn't even contact, because it could have been someone else acting as Leonard Shoulder, because we've never met him before. So it could be Lord Panswick even, who did all this, you know, got rid of Leonard Shoulder and then could act as Shoulder with us to get us to do all this.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
He keeps us going. Most of our crops go to feed his animals.
What is he like?
Oh, I've hardly laid eyes on him. He sends his workers here to pick up the crops.
I see. You say Mr. Shoulder is at death's door. What exactly ails him?
I'm unsure. It's just what I've heard. I wouldn't want to speculate on matters that are not my business.
Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate Hobbs' Barrow?
No.
Aww.
Have you not been listening, lass? Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot. No digging here, lass.
Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there?
Perhaps. But Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. You don't want to tempt the same fate, lass.
Perhaps I can at least see Hobbs' Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way to be here, lass.
All the way from London, Mr. Bryden.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your
I
claims?
have the letters.
You wish to see...
I can't... What proof?
Thanks for your...
Tirana.
I have the letters. There you go.
Here is proof that Mr. Shoulder invited me to Bewley in order to excavate Hobbs' Barrow.
Leonard making bold promises, I see. Don't make me regret this. But yes, you can have a look at it.
Thank you.
Any road. Once you've set your eyes on it, you won't be wanting outdo with it. The place gives one a queer feeling.
So where can I find it?
Through that gate to your left.
Oh.
Just head straight across the top to the field there. After 10 minutes or so, you'll see Barrow. Sit on a hill ahead.
Thank you again, Mr. Bryden. I really do appreciate it.
And as we know her, she will just barrel through, disregard everything he told her. You know, just be a right pain in the ass. A pain in the ass, lass.
I probably should have brought my umbrella.
Yes, you should have. I wanted you to take it. Last episode, I wanted her to take it. She did not. AR.
AR. I haven't a clue what that could be referring to. Someone has carved the letters AR into the stone. Finally, here it is. Hobbs' Barrow.
Looks unassuming. Probably isn't.
Indeed, a barrow of a most unusual rectangular form. I've not seen something like this since West Kennet Long Barrow. Yes, this shall make a fine entry for my book. What secrets do you conceal, I wonder? That smell. Earthy and sweet.
Ooh. Black flesh, but back flesh.
3, 2, 1. You can open your eyes now, Thomasina. Come. Are you ready for your first excavation?
Yes, Daddy.
Capital. Make sure you remember everything I've taught you. I have a feeling you might find something special.
How exciting.
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird. Good luck.
Thank you, Daddy.
What? Dirt.
Thomasina, we don't excavate with our bare hands.
But I don't have any tools. Oh, there's a trap. Yes.
Now I'm ready.
Okay. Oh. Okay. There you go.
No treasures here.
I wonder whether they used an actual... It sounds like an actual kid voice actress.
Nothing here.
Aww. Any more dirt? There you go.
Treasure! Daddy, I found the treasure! Look!
Well done, little bird. Your first successful excavation. That urn you're holding is very old and precious. Take good care of it, all right?
I will, Daddy. I promise.
Probably something will happen with that one. It's one of those, you know, breaking, symbolic meaning, blah 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 blah. Alright. Let's dig into it. No. Aw, she's crying. Aw, Thomasina, no. Let's go.
In good time.
Oh.
I do have a feeling there is something exceptional to be discovered here. I must gain Mr. Bryden's permission to excavate.
Oh, so we'll go back? Okay. Oh, it's darker now. Was it really dum-da-dum-da-dum when we went to the Barrow? And now it's like twilight. No, not...
Darkness falls quickly here. I should make my way back to the inn.
It's very Twin Peaks now. There you go. Or just say Twilight Zone, that doesn't make sense. It's a second day over then. Oh. Oh yeah, she's gone. With the cakes. Ooh, spooky. Look, there's a light. Oh.
Good evening, Mr. Crozier.
Evening. Thanks again for the fossil, lass. 'Tis truly a beauty.
Aw.
You're most welcome. How long have you been collecting fossils?
Ever since I were a boy. The moors look a barren place, but there are plenty of fossils to be found in the rock formations. All manner of creatures to uncover.
Such a playground for a young lad. What's your favourite piece in your collection?
The ammonite you gave me today.
Oh.
The most recent is always the best.
Indeed.
What about you, lass? Do you collect out?
I do. You see, I'm writing a book on the Barrows of England. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England. I document all my findings.
But what do you collect?
Pottery, tools and such.
Bones too, no doubt.
No, I leave those in place.
You've got a morbid heart, lass. Fussing about in old graves like that.
We're not dissimilar in that we both take an interest in the remains of the long gone.
I suppose you have a point there. How's your book coming along, then?
Very well, thank you. Though I'm rather keen to begin my chapter on Hobbs Barrow. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What are you gonna do about him?
If he thinks he can take her away from here, he's got another thing coming. I am gonna knock his bloody block off. In fact, I can think of a better punishment. Oi, what do you want, lady? Piss off.
You heard the man.
Charming.
Yeah. Really? Who's that? Who are you?
Good evening, sir.
The cat.
I'll leave you to
He looks like Rise Darby. Look at him. It looks like... Oh, he's doing the knife thing.
I don't wish to wake him up.
Oh, okay. I wanted to.
Hello again, Cyril.
You're still here?
Did Mr. Long convince you of the virtues of Bewley Station?
What the hell do you think? Now bugger off and leave me to me drink.
Always a pleasure.
He seems even more wound up than usual.
Some last words with Stanley before we go up.
Good evening, Miss Bateman.
Hello.
Good evening, Stanley. I found Hobbs Barrow.
Oh, remember what I said, Miss Bateman. There are stories connected to that
I know.
place.
Yes, stories you won't elaborate on, I might add. Don't worry about me, Stanley. I'm quite capable of warding off imagined fiends.
I have no doubt, but please leave that place be.
I've come this far, there's no turning back now.
That's precisely what worries me.
So here's what is my thinking when it comes to these things. Even if you don't believe it's something supernatural, usually people have a reason why they avoid a place, and it can be something like toxic, fumes or water or plants or whatever, or a dangerous animal or something. There's always a truth to these supernatural stuff when they're like, don't go near that place, because stuff happened there, And so I think she's very
goodbye.
See you soon.
Jovial about it. But of course that fits her character. So that's not bad writing, that's just my personal opinion on her making. Go to bed.
Time for bed.
Yes.
Tomorrow I shall convince Mr. Bryden to allow me to begin my excavation.
Yes. Let's see if this...
Miss Bateman.
Yes?
How are you?
Tired.
Gonna buy you a drink?
For the man's health?
Shouldn't you stop drinking so much?
You're beginning to sound like my dear wife. Please, Miss Bateman, I feel bad about what happened last night. I'm sorry I can't remember it.
That's all right, Mr. Tillett. Alcohol can do all sorts of damage to one's memory.
I was thinking that maybe if we had another drink tonight, I might remember what happened.
I'm not sure that's logical.
But worth trying?
Oh, Mr. Tillett, if you insist.
Very good. Take your seat, Miss Bateman. I shall return with the goods.
I doubt. I think it's a running gag. I think it will be a running gag that he will again crash.
To Leonard's shoulder.
Wherever he may be.
Oh, the knife. Do you see the knife?
I've been meaning to ask you something.
Yes?
Why did Leonard's shoulder ask you to dig up Hobbs' Barrow?
Despite his disappearing act the previous evening, not to mention his questionable sobriety, I decided Mr. Tillett was to be my ally. I spoke again of Mr. Shoulder's letter, his proposed excavation, and my status as an antiquarian and barrow digger. He was fascinated and quite excited at the prospect of meeting the soon-to-be author of a real-life book.
You must find all manner of riches on your digs.
Barrow digging is not all success, Mr. Tillett. Often I'll come across the likeliest of sites steeped in promise. We set to work with shovel and pick and all the other barrow opening paraphernalia you can imagine. Every stone carefully taken down, every shovel full of earth put dutifully through the sieve, and we find nothing. Or you may find a miserable remnant of animal bone or a shard of pottery hardly to be recognized from the peat in which it decayed. Sometimes it's as if some Neolithic humorist prepared an elaborate practical joke for your special benefit.
It still sounds much more exciting than spending your days sitting in England's most remote railway station.
Are you all right, Mr. Tillett?
I've had another argument with
Oh,
Agnes.
no.
Your wife?
Aye. She didn't want me coming to the plough tonight. Truth is, I've been drinking my life away since my mother passed.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss.
You're kind, Miss Bateman. Thank you. It's been a year since the old girl left us. She had a horrible end, wasting away, day by day. Consumption got her. She was naught but bones by the end. I can't get the image out of my mind.
Oh. That's
She were everything to me.
so sad.
I'm so sorry.
I apologise for going on, Miss Bateman. It's not
Oh,
appropriate.
it is.
Don't worry, Mr. Tillett. I appreciate your openness.
Used to love going for walks out in the moor, my mother and I, ever since I were a little one. She'd get a tear in her eye as she looked out upon it. She loved this land. I asked Mr. Crozier to build a bench, which we've erected at her favourite lookout spot on the moors. Margaret's Lookout, we called it. Aye.
That's a beautiful tribute.
Aye. If you take a seat there, do keep her in your thoughts, won't you?
Oh.
Of course, Mr. Tillett. I can relate in some manner. My father had an accident when I was very young. He's still alive, but he can neither move nor speak. He spends his entire life bedbound and incapable of communicating or looking after himself in any way.
How dreadful.
He was a barrow digger himself, an antiquarian of some renown. He taught me so much, even though I was so young. I think writing this book is my way of carrying on his work. It helps me reclaim those earlier memories of him, and I visit him often to tell him all about my excavations.
Can he hear you?
I've no idea. The doctors aren't sure. I'd do anything to make him better, Mr. Tillett. I'd do anything to bring him back to the man he was. I am in a state of suspended mourning for a man caught between life and death.
Dreadful. Just dreadful.
We all have our weaknesses. Mine just happens to be my father.
And what of your mother?
A cold woman. We haven't talked in quite some time. I think she blamed me for my father's accident somehow.
You were but a child.
Indeed. She thus saw it fit that a governess should raise me as she spent her life grieving for my father.
Well then, I propose a toast.
A toast to what?
A shared sense of loss.
I'll toast to that, Arthur. Now then, enough of this wallowing.
Let us be merry. Another round.
I really shouldn't. But I did. And another after that. And another.
Oh.
The frustrations of my visit to Bewley slipped away with each swill of Stanley's finest ale. We had great fun that night, Mr. Tillett and I. I treasure the memory.
Ooh.
Go on then. Let's hear those pipes.
Mustn't.
Sing the song.
You're incorrigible.
Please. You'll make a sad man happy.
Oh, all right then. Clasps, celts and arrowheads I'll try to claw within my clutch. And if a shield I should espy, I'll vow there ne'er was such.
With popish tricks and relics rare, the priests their flocks do gull. In casting out the earth take care. Huzzah! I've found a skull!
That's adorable. We can't get the knife. Maybe it's when we're back again. The next day, it's still there. I had that in my sights, you know. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I'm walking in slow-mo. Fairy folk. It's me on a Monday.
Hello, Thomasina.
What is this? Who are you?
I'm the one that saved your father.
What do you mean?
You were here 25 years ago.
My father?
You were deep down with the others. You were there when something went wrong. I dragged him out.
Impossible.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
I don't understand.
Believe my words. You'll find proof in morning. Now go.
Ooh, can we?
One more thing. This is not a dream.
That's what a dream would say. Ex Pissar, the second day. Can we trust him? Them. Let's say them. Oh! There's something in front of my door. Come on, Thomasina. Get up.
Goodness, that was a terrible sleep.
Alright. Book!
What's this?
Maybe a diary of her father. Talking about...
There's a strange stone strapped to the cover.
It's a hen. Day 1. Arrived after a decent day's ride from Bakewell. This is a curious place. Locals seem distant. I'm to meet my local contact tomorrow, so it will be an early night for me. Yeah, that's her dad's diary. I shall try to keep a diary of my stay here and not give up by day 3 of the excavation as usual. Despite the thrill of the possible new discoveries, I cannot stop thinking about my dear wife and wonder if I should have left her in her current state. I must have faith that she will conquer this bout of illness. Should have left her in her current state. She was pregnant, right? Maybe a bad pregnancy. True to form, my journal has been abandoned. Let that not speak for the excitement. Oh yeah, day 4. I feel for this excavation. After much preparation, we dig tomorrow. Such an exceptional site with a unique history. As for the dangers, we shall meet them head first. We are prepared. I also sought out a local wise woman yesterday, and she provided me with a tincture for my beloved nausea gravidarium. Yeah, it's pregnancy sickness. I'm sure she shall be pleased with it upon my return. Lo, a place of miracles. A planted seed sprouted before our eyes and illuminated our path. Nature's laws hold no meaning here, but I clutch my tablet with the knowledge that it shall end this. Rho Epsilon. We found the code was simply in the singularity of the characters. All eyes must face towards the 7th arctonic. Oh my god, that is a puzzle that sounds super complex. Wait a minute, let me get my notepad. So we got the P, Rho, Theta, and we got the Epsilon. Also, I think that's 11. Singularity, eyes, 7th archontic. Huh. When the sun and the 2 moons meet, the guardian shall be defeated. A dead language reveals the path. For thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things that I have said. Follow the words of my mouth. Reveal thyself to me. Okay. Moon. Stars. Listen. We can probably look at this later, but yeah. I had to whisper, not once, again and again. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit. Very weird.
It appears to be a journal. Full of hogwash. I don't recognize the handwriting.
Would she recognize her father's?
Maybe Stanley knows more about
her
it.
Father's handwriting? Where's the stone? Okay. Take the knife.
Good morning. How's your head, Miss Bateman? That were quite the tune you treated us to last night.
To be honest, Stanley, I felt better. I take it you slid this journal under my door?
I beg your pardon?
The journal, Stanley.
I certainly did no such thing. Nor could have anyone else. You're the only guest staying here.
What's the meaning of all this? Do you propose that it manifested itself out of thin air?
Well,
I don't think it was him.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand how else it could have got there. Are you sure there was no one else here overnight?
Without doubt.
How very, very peculiar.
So, what does it say inside?
I don't know. Can I don't know if I can trust Stanley, to be quite honest. I keep it secret.
I'd rather not say, Stanley.
Oh? Suit yourself.
What do you make of this stone?
That's a funny-looking thing. It's got a cockerel on it.
Yes, but have you seen anything like it?
Never.
Do you ever have strange dreams, Stanley?
Me? I sleep as sound as a baby.
I had one such dream last night. It was so vivid.
What were it about?
Change the subject.
Oh, nothing. Don't worry.
Suit yourself.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Because I still think he had something to do with...
Good morning, Mr. Kemp.
Good day, Miss Tompkins.
I'm here for his lordship's paper.
Sorry, lass. Mr. Price hasn't dropped them off this morning. I heard he actually left the village yesterday.
Indeed. I can vouch for that.
Ma'am?
Good day.
Oh dear. His lordship won't be pleased.
My sincerest apologies, Miss Tompkins.
I'll come back in a few days. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.
Let's get the knife. Can I follow her?
Goodness me, I can't budge
Oh,
it.
shit.
Be careful, Miss Bateman. You'll cut yourself. I spent all morning trying to get that bloody thing out. I shall be having words with that scoundrel next time he shows his face.
Curses.
We have our very own Excalibur. It's all yours if you can pull it out, King
Oh, that's-
Arthur.
That's cute. Maybe I can use the chisel?
I do not wish to damage Mr. Kemp's table any further than it already has been.
Okay. Maybe we'll find something later. Can we follow her? Will we see her?
Right. I need to convince Mr. Bryden to let me excavate Hobbs' Barrow.
Who's that?
And find out where this journal came
Yeah,
from.
sure. But who's that?
Curses! I forgot I had this worm in my pocket. Poor thing is dead
Oh,
now.
no.
Rest in peace, Kenneth.
Oh.
I've just noticed this matchbox is completely damp from the rain. The match is no use to me anymore.
I could have used the match. Oh, for the cave.
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I could have used that for the cave. Interesting. Oh, Father Roach.
Good morning, Father Roach.
Ah, Miss Bateman. What a pleasure to see you again. Have you tracked down Mr. Shoulder yet?
Don't get me started.
I'll take that as a no.
Indeed. Do you recognize this journal?
What a tatty old thing. You ought to take better care of your possessions, Miss Bateman.
It's not mine.
Then whose is it?
That's precisely what I'm trying to find out.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I haven't seen it before.
What do you make of this stone?
I don't recognize the symbol from any Christian iconography. Did you make it yourself?
No, never mind. What brings you to the square today?
I'm meeting a couple of young congregation members to go over some scripture. You're welcome to join us.
Thank you, Father Roach, but I have quite a busy day ahead of me.
We will be at St. Edmund's, should you wish to join us later.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
Oh, yes. A rather important fellow around here. His vast land holdings give many a steady employment.
I hear he is renovating an old chapel on his land.
Aye, I've heard such reports. He believes this to be a godless land. Something I wholeheartedly disagree with. To which god his chapel will be dedicated to remains a matter of concern.
Why do you say that?
Oh, my apologies. Don't listen to my oafish conjecture. Let us move on.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
I will see if I can get my equipment, because that is what I need, right? There you go.
Perhaps I have something in here that could help me get the knife
Oh,
unstuck.
okay. Oh, there's the cat.
No, there's nothing useful here.
Really? Aww.
I don't wish to wake him up. It's Herbert, the local stray.
I love her.
I'd rather not go into those horrible toilets again.
Okay.
I suspect the barrels are empty. Otherwise, the locals would be rolling them into their cellars.
Okay. So we don't have something for the knife. We want to convince... No, that's not where I wanted to go. Wait, maybe I can find something in the warehouse that was left in there.
I don't need to go in there again.
Yes,
No one here.
Does this shop ever open? Tisk. So I also could have used the worm for something. Interesting. Man, I missed out on stuff. Okay. So we want to go... Oh, you know what? Let's go to the bench and sit there and think about Margaret.
Margaret's Lookout. Dedicated to Arthur's mother.
A moment of reflection. Yes. I think it didn't activate the achievement when we did this the first time because we didn't know back then that it was for Arthur's mother. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Wally.
Hello, Wally.
Go away! You gave the doll back to my sister.
What?
It wasn't very nice of you to bury her favourite toy, Wally.
I gave it to the fair folk, and you stole it back from them.
You don't really believe in fairies, do you? You're old enough to know better.
They're real, and thanks to you, I'm cursed.
There's no such thing as curses either, Wally.
Go away!
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll. Hello? Is anyone home?
Oh, shit.
Mr. Bryden doesn't seem to be here right now. I should come back a bit later.
Aw.
This is not mine to take.
Okay. What's with that tree? Oh! Oh my god. A goat.
Easy, girl.
Oh.
I'm not fond of goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly disagreeable.
Really? It looks amazing.
What a wild-looking thing.
It looks adorable. What are you talking about? I wonder what we could have done with a worm. Maybe... Oh, no. Put it back in the hole wouldn't have made any sense. Huh. Haha. It is so interesting that there's apparently different ways to deal with the puzzles. I wonder whether there's multiple endings. I will only go for one, but yeah, interesting.
This is not mine to take.
Can you take a...
The empty bucket smells of rancid milk.
Do you want to go? Just to check out if there's something changed.
I must gain Mr. Bryden's permission to excavate. I must gain Mr. Bryden.
Well, then let's go back. See what we can and have to do. I feel so sorry about the worm. Oh, I can go to the forest now because they said on the next day I can. Oh.
Thomasina!
Good morning, Arthur.
You look a bit addled. Are you feeling all right?
I am not used to drinking as much as we did.
Aye, my head is pounding.
To tell you the truth, Arthur, I've had a somewhat puzzling morning.
Oh?
Someone slipped this journal under the door of my room.
Whose journal is it?
I have no idea. The text refers to some sort of excavation.
Well, Stanley must be playing tricks on you.
No.
He swore his innocence. I thought perhaps you might have done it?
No, it wasn't me. That's for certain. Somehow I have a clear memory of last night.
I wonder who left me this journal then.
Mind if I take a closer look?
Please, go ahead.
The writings of a madman.
I don't disagree. Do the sketches mean anything to you?
No, not at all. But they turn me stomach. You might want to show this to Mother Mildred.
Who is Mother Mildred?
Some think her a witch.
A witch?
Aye. She might be able to help you with the symbols.
Where can I find her?
She lives alone in a little cottage within Herne Wood here. You shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
Thanks, Arthur.
That is...
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's the one that was talked about in the book, in the journal.
What do you make of this stone?
It's a good shape for skimming across water. What is it?
I'm not sure. It was strapped to the cover of the journal.
How mysterious.
I had a splendid time last night.
Aye, I even remember most of it this time. Thanks for listening to me going on. I really appreciate it.
The feeling is mutual. Thank you too, Arthur.
Oh, making friends.
Shouldn't you be manning the station?
The line is down. Track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. No trains for a day or more.
Does that mean I'm stranded here?
For the time being, Thomasina.
Capital. Why do people think Mother Mildred is a witch? Just because a woman lives alone in the woods doesn't mean she flies about on a broomstick.
There's more to it than that. They say she lays with demons.
Who are they?
Oh, you know, local folk.
Hogwash.
Some also go to her for potions and spells.
Spells? Come now, Arthur.
Truth be told, she's a nice old lady. I sometimes see her foraging in the brambles around here.
Will she burn at the stake sometime soon?
You might think us backward in Bewley, Thomasina, but we're not that backward.
Sorry, Arthur. I only meant to tease. Goodbye.
Ta-ra!
Alright. Let's go see Mother Mildred. Reminds me of Mother Miranda of, you know, Resident Evil Village. Hope she's not like that.
Thomasina, dear, come say goodbye to your father. Come on now, don't make him wait.
I don't want to.
Aren't you going to miss me?
I hate you, Daddy.
Those are strong words for such a little lady.
I want to come with you.
We've been through this, little bird. You can't come with me this time, but we'll go to Seaborough next month. I promise. Oh, what a dig that shall be.
I hate you.
Well, I love you.
Aw.
See you soon, little bird.
Last time she saw him and she said, I hate you. Is that it? Thomasina, is that it? Alright. I want to go for a big, shocking ending, and I still... Oh, wait. No, stop. No.
I feel there's more information I could gain by speaking to Mildred.
I saw something on a tree stump in the previous panel, but I guess we have to talk to her now.
Please, forgive my intrusion. Are you Mother Mildred?
Some call me that. I prefer Mildred Walker, given as that's my name.
Apologies. Thomasina Bateman. I think we met at Bewley
Oh,
Station.
yes.
I take it Panswick's men have cleared off. Good riddance. Those ruffians would cut their own noses off if he asked them to. I recognised you the moment I laid eyes on you at the station.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, yeah, it's quite a striking family resemblance. You have your father's eyes, Miss Bateman.
You knew my father?
Such piercing blue eyes he had. What a handsome young man. William.
He was here, in Bewley.
Oh, yes. A long time ago, mind. 25 years by my reckoning. But I'll never forget those eyes.
Why was my father in Bewley?
He were helping Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow.
You must be jesting.
Do I look like I'm jesting?
How did you come to meet my father?
One might say I have a reputation in these parts. Folks from all around come to me for help with their ailments. Burwood is abundant with flora that, if mixed correctly, will cure almost any ill. Your father must have caught wind of this, as one day he came to me, asking for a cure.
A cure for what?
Your mother were with child, and she was suffering the most terrible nausea.
Adam.
I made something to help her.
The journal. This was entered in the journal. It belongs to my father.
What journal?
I thought of something else when she said I had a reputation. I thought she was kind of flirty, you know.
Take a look at this. A passage recalls meeting a local wise woman to seek a tincture for his beloved's nausea gravidarum.
Aye, that's me. I made the tincture for him.
This is incredible.
You don't recognise your own father's handwriting?
It's been so many years since I've seen it. What do you make of this stone?
I-A-W. Haven't a clue. Perhaps it's an old folk trinket, or a talisman of some kind. The moors are steeped in folklore.
What can you tell me about the excavation?
Well, not much. I only met your father twice. The last time he asked me if I knew anything about binding magic.
Binding magic?
Oh.
He said he needed it for the excavation.
Hogwash. My father is a man of logic and reason. Why would he be asking about such nonsense?
Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think you do. Anyway, I know nothing of magic and told him so. He seemed disappointed. I never saw him again, but I understand the excavation went ahead. Samuel Bryden hanged himself not long after. Reason enough for you to stay well clear of that place.
And she lied to us because she knew what Hobbs Barrow was at the beginning. And knew it.
You never saw my father again after the excavation?
No, I always assumed he just went home.
Who excavated Hobbs Barrow alongside Samuel Bryden and my father?
From memory, it were just the two of them.
That was the third man.
Charles Bryden mentioned there was a third man involved in the excavation.
Is that so? Well, you best ask him about it. He knows more than I do.
I think it was Lord Penswick.
What do you think my father meant by binding magic?
I've no idea. He didn't explain more and I didn't wish to pry.
This just doesn't sound like my father at all.
You'll have to ask him yourself.
I'm afraid my father has been incapacitated since I was a child. He cannot speak nor move.
Terrible. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said that the flora here could cure almost any ill.
Almost, my dear. But your father's affliction sounds beyond my abilities.
So binding spell probably for Hobbs Barrow itself, because they bricked it up to keep whatever was inside out. Inside, back still, from the outside.
Can you tell me anything about Leonard's shoulder?
I know of him, as is the nature of such a small town. I also know he invited you here.
Little escapes you, Miss Walker.
So they say. My path rarely crosses with his. Let's put it that way. But he's a nice enough fellow.
I see. Do you know Lord Penswick?
I know his labourers make a mess of these woods, the brutes. The man himself hasn't graced me with his presence.
You've never met him?
Not since he were a wee lad. A maid brought him to me with a sore stomach. It were all the rich food they were feeding him, nowt more.
Thank you for your help, Miss Walker. What are those berries you're picking?
An ancient breed, no good for eating. However, they do have some medicinal qualities.
I see. What are those berries? I see.
I thought I could pick some, but apparently not.
I shouldn't enter uninvited.
It's worth a try.
They look somewhat like juniper berries.
Alright, I guess that was...
Miss
Oh,
Bacon?
yes?
Yes.
Remember what I told you when we first met? You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
Why?
Something terrible happened to Samuel Bryden in that barrow. Whatever they found down there, I'd wager it got to your father too. Tell me you won't disturb Hobbs Barrow.
I can't make that promise, Mildred.
Can't say I didn't warn you. There is something unnatural about that place.
We must seek to understand the world by rational means, Miss Walker. One cannot abandon reason.
So if my dream was right, and the little elfish creature helped my father, maybe it wasn't even the fairy folk
Thomasina?
that were evil.
Thomasina, come here this instant.
I'm playing with Josephine.
She can wait. This is very important.
What is it, Mummy?
It's your father.
Daddy's home?
No, my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste. Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had an accident.
What happened?
He's come off his horse.
Silly Daddy. Will he be all right?
Of course he will be fine. Your father is as strong as an ox, but I need to go collect him, all right?
Can't I come too?
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want to come.
Go pick up your dolls, then come inside, all right?
Yes, Mummy.
Pick him up is awful, knowing what, you know, how incapacitated he was.
Josephine, it's time to go inside now. Hello. Where did Mummy go?
There, resin. Give me that.
The resin has set somewhat. It's firmly gripped to the stump.
Chisel.
I've collected some waxy resin.
Okay, well.
I've collected this lump of waxy resin.
I guess that's it? What could I do with that?
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
What's up?
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
Okay. That's creepy.
Arthur, you won't believe it. The journal belongs to my father. He was here in Bewley. Arthur? Hello?
What's he doing?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember something.
What is it?
I'm not sure. Something in the woods. It will come back to me. You say your father were in Bewley?
Yes! Mildred said that he helped Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow 25 years ago.
Well, I'll be. Let's talk about it tonight at the plough.
Arthur, I must tell you about the dream I had. I was at Hobbs Barrow and there was a creature. It told me it saved my father from something inside and that I would find proof of this in the morning. Sure enough, when I awoke, the journal was in my room. Mildred confirmed the journal belonged to my father. The creature told me it could help my father again. I mean, it was merely a dream. I don't know what to think anymore. Arthur? Arthur, are you listening? Fine then, we'll talk later.
Very weird.
I hope you piece together your memories.
Maybe he was the third man.
He is staring intently into the woods.
But maybe... I don't know if the Lord has... He probably has something to do with it, you know. But Arthur's forgetfulness and everything might have, you know, and his drinking maybe has something to do with what he experienced back then. Oh, there he is, the Lord.
Hello, dear.
Good day. I believe we've met.
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
My reputation precedes me.
I can assure you it does.
And you are?
James.
Are you a painter?
You see this beck before you. Look at the water. See how it tumbles and falls. I seek one spot on which my eyes can rest. Be it a stone or a small corner of the current. I meet it with my gaze, and out of the tumbling and falling, a new land rises. I see a new world.
You certainly have the eloquence of an artist. What are you painting?
A new world.
Quite the ambition.
Indeed, my ambition knows no bounds.
Can I see it?
Not yet. It's not finished. Such a world is not complete without you in it.
You flatter me, James.
Nonsense. Say you'll let me paint you.
I haven't even seen your work. What if you can't paint?
Don't fret, my dear. You shall be the shining star of my new world.
No.
When the time comes, I shall call on thee.
I don't know. I don't want to be painted by you.
What do you make of this stone?
It looks antique. You might want to keep a hold of it.
Do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
I'd like to know more about you, Thomasina. What time do you like to rise in the morning? How do you like your tea? What makes you happy?
Not being crapped on. No. A little flirting? Lie.
Late, with 3 spoons of sugar and spending time with my husband.
You disappoint me. I sense no truth in your words. Are you a woman of dubious principles, Thomasina?
You ask too many questions. What do you know of Lord Panswick?
He is Lord
A
Panswick.
fine gentleman. Now that is someone who commands respect.
Do you know him personally?
Yes.
No, I don't think anyone can really claim that. But what a tiring subject. Shall we discuss something a little more exciting?
Thomasina, really. That is Lord Panswick. He's the only one who, is, dapper and, expensively clothed. He told the man what to do in the woods. You're naive little thing.
Do you know Leonard Shoulder?
A man of Bewley?
Yes.
I care not for the men of Bewley.
Okay.
Only for the visitors.
Goodbye.
See you soon, my dear.
He's a little more handsome than your average Bewley resident.
Is he, though?
He's a little more handsome.
Well, let's go, then. I don't like him. I don't know why she thinks... Good lord. Yeah, let's go to the station just to see what the damage is. Ooh. Oh. Attention! Bewley Station is closed for the time being due to track damage between Bewley and Beckwell. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. Midland Railway. Blop. Alright. Oh, well, that was it. Okay, that was a little bit anticlimactic.
Good day.
Hey up.
Look at this, Mr. Crozier. It's my father's journal.
Oh, aye? Why are you showing me?
Did you slip it under my door last night?
Ha! Have you gone daft? Why would I have your father's journal?
Never mind. Did the sketches inside mean anything to you?
Looks like a load of rubbish to me.
I found out my father visited Bewley 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
I would have been just a lad. What were you here for?
That's what I intend to find out. What do you make of this stone?
Don't look like out to me.
Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Oh, aye. The old cobbler used to tell me some right stories. Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young man.
A goblin, you say? I take it this cobbler was a regular at the Plough and Furrow?
Never drank a day in his life. Sober as a judge. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes.
Yes, I'm familiar with the cairn.
Some say they've seen the goblin's daughter there, playing her fiddle. Can't say I've seen her myself, mind.
We saw a girl there.
Do you know any other stories about this goblin?
I don't have the time to be standing here gossiping about old wives' tales.
Apologies. I'm having some trouble extricating a knife from a table in the Plough and Furrow. Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here.
Oh, well, thank you. That's really nice.
That were a struggle. Here you are.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Is the... Oh, no. No cake stand there. Okay, I think I will finish today's episode because it is late. I still have to edit another episode to publish today or tomorrow. Still very much setting up all the pieces. We're now closing in on some supernatural things, the fairy folk, goblins. So I guess there was a goblin that talked to us. So it could still be the fairy folk that were the dangerous ones, because they actually, the fae are really known to, like, they're really not the night. Even in the, that's the funny thing, you know, people always know fairies from Peter Pan, but even Tinkerbell tried to, like, kill you know, kids. So it's not like, you know, even in the polished versions, the fae are kind of vindictive. And so I'm really looking forward to this. I think fae stories, especially horror stories, are so interesting. They're amazing. I can put in the video description a book, or rather an author who did, I think, short stories and a whole novel about, like, horror, fae horror, if you're interested in that, which I really loved back then. Yeah, I can't wait to explore this further. Sorry, I wanted to play a bit further on, but it's already pretty late because it took me a while to get the bug thingy going. But yes, beautiful done still. I think this works so well because the puzzles are not mischievously hard, you know, it really flows in a way. And it's also fun the way it leads you. It's not too big, the environment in the map. I think that's very important when it comes to point and click, because you always have to walk, you know, back and forth. But it doesn't feel tedious here. The voiceover work is splendid. The writing as well is very fantastic. And it keeps you interested, even if nothing really horrific has happened yet, because it's just very well told. So currently it's more like I just want to get to know the people more and see where Thomasina ends up, you know. So it's really amazingly done. I'm still very much excited, and I can't wait for furthering the story and finally getting to the juicy horror parts. I hope you enjoyed this as well. What are your comments on this? You know, did you notice something that I forgot? If you know what I could have done with the worm, I think the match was probably for the badger's hole, and I just forgot that I had it. But I would like to know what I could have done with the worm. So if you know that, because I think by now it's not a spoiler anymore, tell me in the comments. Yeah, and also what else you think of the game so far. No spoilers, please, you know, but everything else, theories, what characters you like best. Do you like Thomasina? Is she someone you can appreciate as a character? Do you like her? Do you think her decisions are, you know, logical? Do they make sense to you or not? Let's talk it out. Also, if you're new to this channel, you know, you're welcome to subscribe, and I promise you, if I am your father, that's loaded, right? And you believe in fairies, I will not tell you that fairies are hogwash. I will try to explain that there's a scientific world and that there's a world of stories and believing that can still kind of coexist without ruining a child's imagination and creativity. So subscribe. Anyways, I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a wonderful day. And maybe see you next time. Bye! This is my self-recorded outro song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.